Hey everyone, FPS Chasley here. Welcome back to Let's Play Dangerous Waters. Subcommand Campaign 688I. This is now my version of it. I've been working tirelessly on it and play tested the first 3 missions pretty well so far. Now we're up on Severomorsk and we'll see how this one goes. The last mission originally had a sand bottom type, and as I mentioned in my one video, I was going to try and increase the bottom type when possible. But for that last one, it really needs to be a sand bottom type. Otherwise, that Udaloy counter detects you with an active sonar, and you can't really get around that. You can make the Udaloy MCON, which means emissions control, and he won't active ping, but then he won't be able to see the Airbus coming in. So it has to stay sand type in that, but it's fine. You can't hear them, but they can't really hear you either. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword in that regard. I guess it's not really a double-edged sword, but you get what I'm saying. All right, so now we're doing Severomorsk, and I've increased the bottom type. I've changed the bottom type here from sand to mud, which gives you about 50% longer detection ranges, which equates to about, almost, what is that going to be? 4, 16, 36? About over double. So say with sand type you would emit sound to like this range. Well, I guess I can just draw it, huh? Now you would emit sound to like up in here. So it's a larger bubble of sound emanation. We'll see how this goes with the mud bottom type. May not work. This is kind of like a play test in progress here. I don't want to like ruin it, but I mean I have played this campaign multiple times, so I don't want to wait until this is I've played all the missions before I release this, because that'll be a while. So I'm either going to do it really quick, or I'm going to, I don't know, I'll figure it out. So we have to drop off seals here again. We have to get all the way to here by 2200. And we have 3 hours to do it. Okay. So it's crazy. I did take back what I said about Crazy Ivan being a sadist, but maybe not fully, because I think in his version you had to get here in an unreal amount of time. It looks like here in this one I can go about 8 knots and get there in time, but I think in the other one I had to go 15. But I think I was also giving myself a buffer. Let's go ahead and see what 2/3 gets us here. I'm going to go ahead and bring this in a little bit. When I've been playing some of these earlier missions, I've been using autocrew, sonar, and TMA. And it's been an interesting experience. Some particularly tricky missions could be much better with that. I went in and adjusted these kinds of things, these locations, to like what Wikipedia says, because I'm anal like that, to put these in the exact precise location of where they're supposed to be. Change some of the colors of these logos, but yeah, these are more or less direct ports. I didn't really mess with anything besides potential missing platforms. One other thing I did is I increased the speed of all kilos by about 2 or 3 knots, and that is because the kilos are rather loud. And okay, yeah, see, now we get there in 2 hours, so that already we can go even slower. Take us to 8. That should give us plenty of buffer time. So the kilos in subcommand were very loud. They're definitely not loud in RA, so I increased their speed to try and adjust for that, because like I said before, maybe I didn't say this, but I want this to be a very, very similar to subcommand, the game, how this goes. This is interesting ping patterns on this guy here. Interesting ping patterns. But yeah, we got plenty of time. We don't have to be going 15 knots or nothing. Something that a lot of these things show in this is something that you see a lot in these subcommand missions are like hard versus easy settings, and it depends on your outcome of the previous mission. So maybe with Crazy Ivan's version, I had been counter detected in the missile test, and this was further out. Oh, speaking of which, when I first played through the missile, so with the campaigns in this, how it works is the first time you play through, and when the first time you beat the mission, if the mission can proceed, it will proceed with those first time results. Like you can play it again and again. It won't update the results. It will only continue with those original results. So there was a bug in that the target plane and Sub-command goes a lot faster, or a lot slower. Well, it goes, I'm just going to use numbers. It goes 195 knots, 195 knots in sub-command. And it's set to that in dangerous waters, but for some reason the game really wanted it to go like, what is it? Like 232 knots. So the first time I played through, I didn't know that. So the plane got there too early, and the missile test happened about 20 minutes early, 15 to 20 minutes early. So I completely failed it. I didn't see the missile test. It was still like the mud bottom, so the Udaloy saw me. So like I had like the worst possible outcome for that. So that's going to affect final battle later, and I think one other mission that affects. But that's well, I'm just gonna go with it mainly because I don't feel like restarting the campaign to like get all those results again. So this is where the original hold point is. Like when you drop the seals off, this is where you come back to, is right here. I'm not sure why Crazy Ivan made it over here. Don't know, but no matter. We will do this as intended. So it seems like this guy is going this way. And the lead situation, so if you have a line, I think I've explained this before, but I'll do it again. If you draw a line from yourself to your contact, our course was pointing this way and their course was pointing that way relative to this line. That's a lead situation. So his course is still going to be pointing this way, but I'm pointing towards that way, and this is a lag situation. So you want to run some lead bearings, and you want to run some lag bearings to get some to really help hone down your TMA there. And this is all. These are pings. Okay, so just changing course. Assuming this guy hasn't changed course, which may be a fair assumption to make. That puts him further out here. Something like that. I want to hold this steady. That puts him a little further out than I was originally anticipating there. Okay, so the bottom type here went from sand, which is the worst in terms of sound propagation, to mud, which is the middle. And to kind of compensate for that, I increased the sea state a little bit more, just to try and make it a little noisier. But we're not very close to the surface, so it might not make too much of a difference on us. We should probably do a toad sweep, huh? Oh, what the hell is that? That's me. Okay, let's zoom in here. Zoom in. So yes, I'm very happy. This should be a good playthrough. Not to toot my own horn. I'm just trying to make it as much like Sub-Command as possible. So we're not seeing anything on the toad right now. Very good. Just want to make it as much as Sub-Command as possible. Just, something you can kind of, chill through. Chill through. There's our target. Speaking of, like, this is already showing up here, which I like. There's that one mission later on where you have to hit the airfield in the SAM site here. I made it so these show up like this instead of you having to try and find them, because trying to shoot tomahawks is just stupid. It's just, there's no point in trying to do it. It's just terrible. Trying to, like, set the points, because you only have so much precision. Like, I think if you look on the bottom left, like 1 degree of latitude is only precise to, like, it's not a lot. It's not precise to a lot. It's precise to maybe a mile. So it's not a lot. It's very imprecise. It'd be better if they had seconds here, but they don't show seconds. You can get that precise in the mission editor with Dangerous Waters game coordinates, but you can't get that precise with the coordinates on the map here. Alrighty. So that's assuming this guy is on a straight course right now, and assuming this is his speed. There you go. Got ourselves a solution there. Sierra 2, we got a little bit on him. Looking like he's doing something like that. If we assume the same thing coming back this way. The great thing about getting active intercepts is that when you turn, you don't have to wait for a toad to straighten out. You get your results immediately. Your different bearing rates. So we're about to come back to resume waypoint follow here. Just want to see if this can't straighten up somewhere. I'll probably put it right there for now. Alright, let us resume waypoint follow here. Make sure our history is showing up too. Alrighty, we're making for 8 knots. We got ourselves a decent buffer. The buffer might be sliding away a little bit. We might want to up to 9 knots. We got 2.5 hours to get there. That'll be a 21:45. 21:40, 21:35-ish, actually. So we're doing fine for now. We'll keep this. Going fast now has the biggest gains, though. The closer you get, the faster you have to go to make up that same difference. So going fast now has the biggest gains. And we're pretty far away from everyone, so I'm just gonna punch it up to 2/3 right now. Gonna punch it up to 2/3, and we're gonna try and take advantage of our range from everyone. Let's see, where do you want to go? You want to go right there. Again, this is assuming 8 knots is what his speed is, and we're going to assume that for now. But right around there, we're going to have a rendezvous with this guy at some point here. Gonna have a rendezvous. We're doing a little bit of time lapse, probably about 1.5 times worth of speed. What's our ETA? Good old 2 hours from now. Roger that. We lost about 10 minutes on that little maneuver there. That's fine. We'll kind of go for the straight-in approach, and if we see anything otherwise, we will take note of that. That is me. Oh, hello. That is something. If we see faint traces of something, we're probably going to have to stop and slow down. So like I said, it's best to try and make up time now.
264, designated Sierra 3.
Let's go ahead and mark that. We got a mirror contact here. I'm going to try and make a point of calling them mirror contacts now. Reciprocal is a different thing, a different mathematical concept. Okay. I think we're seeing this Bubba right here. Looks like it. Sierra 3 with SO1. Hey, moich him up, Tommy. Moich. Alright. You can't really use these as intercepts in this one because they don't come in at the same time. But if you did, if these did come in at the same time, having that there could be an indication that your speed might be wrong. It might be a little closer in. Let's go ahead and look at Sierra, not Sierra 4. I'm going to go ahead and drop Sierra 4. Let's go ahead and look at Sierra 2. Distant contact, probably submerged. Maybe not as distant. Depends on his speed. But that's looking pretty good. That's a pretty nice straight line. My knee aches every single day. Twice as bad when it is cold. Do you have any idea how cold the winters get around here? Tell him, Dimitri. Well, silence. Alright, keep up that little shubidoo. Okay, if we can see that guy, I wouldn't say readily, but we can see him decently. I'm going to go ahead and slow down a little bit.
Make turns for 8 knots.
Don't know what this thing is. Don't know if it has a toad or what. But if we can see him a little bit, not going to risk it. I'm sure whatever it is probably a very good chance that I'm quieter than whatever it is. But we'll just stay at 8 knots here for the time being. We will stay at 8 knots. Let's go ahead and change. This should be probably on south center, I would think. Let's go ahead and change that to south center. Looking for anything south. South is the good direction. Good direction? South is where things are going to be. Like that. No, that's a mirror contact of our boy. No, it's not. What is, wait. Where's that? There's their boy. Okay, we want to mark that. That's an interesting contact.
I have a new contact.
And he has a friend.
270, designated Sierra.
Au niveau Druk. He has a friend. Let's let's turn to south. Let's see, we got on this mirror contact here. I gotta remember I have 1.5 times time lapse on, and that can get dangerous with this mud bottom. Could get dangerous. So the mud bottom in dangerous waters has a further detection range than the sand bottom in subcommand, but I think in RA it's probably safe to assume that most enemy submarines are actually quieter than they were in subcommand, so that's not a bad thing to go to mud. It may be more even than you think, but I still did set the sea state to be kind of high here. I think this is like a stormy type of place. Stormy type of place in the world that I always kind of associate the Arctic with stormy. Storminats. Storminats. Sierra 2.
Steady on course. 1.
We gotta got ourselves a course change. Or probably not. It's looking like just an alteration in what he was doing. No history up for that guy. Let's go ahead and check Master 1, see if he's deviated from course. Is our... Okay, it looks like he has deviated from his course. Paper bones, paper bones. Set fire to my insides. If he came... Okay, no, that turn happened about... What? 15 minutes ago or something like that? So range, I'm assuming, is going to be more like here. So a little closer in. Again, unless I got this wrong to begin with. Because it does make a straight line here. Oh, that's correct. Where was the ruler before? That's what he was still doing. I think Sierra 6 is the one here that moved. Nope, Sierra 5 here is the one that moved. Okay. Well, this guy's coming this way, so I think we might have to stick with this detour. Master 1. It's possible he changed course. If he did, it's really rather subtle. If he did change course. Sierra 6. Sierra 6. Howdy do. Sierra 6. Got any more info on Sierra 6? What do we got? We got 50. And we got 295. 5295 on Sierra 6 here. 5295. 5295, 5295, 5295. There's a lot of stuff here with 5295. Ends right there. So we got possibly Tarantul. Possibly. That seems to be about it. Tarantul or Medvedka. Tarantul or Medvedka or DSRV. Tarantul, Medvedka or DSRV. Tarantul. Tarantul. Could be a Tarantul. Could be. Could be. Where's Medvedka? Torpedo craft. It's possible as well. And what was the other one? Just DSRV? Or was there something else? Oh, well, what the hell is that thing? Turia? Turia? Tyria? It's spelled differently in here. That verse is in there. Turia? I think that's supposed to be a U, but Y in Cyrillic is U, basically. Ooh, interesting. That's like a hydrofoil type thing. It could be one of these things, possibly. But it may be just a fishing boat. Doesn't look like we have a third frequency, so we're gonna have to sit tight on that one for a while here. How's our man? My apologies. I had lots of coffee today because I have off. This probably will be. I'm recording this on Wednesday. I think this is going to go up tonight. I think it is going to go up tonight. Ah, there you go. Okay, that is good right there. That's the good one. This guy. Hey, this guy. Who does he think he is? Sorry, that should be bleeped. Am I going to remember to bleep that? Yes, because I put a lap on my timer. Okay. I don't think this guy has changed course, but it's possible that he did. Let's go ahead and assume that he did. It's possible that I'm going to come back to resume waypoint follow here. Bearing 260. Bearing 260. Hey, there's your boy. He's got a 220, 5220. 5220 Severomorsk. Yeah, this is what I like to see. Cresta, Udaloy, Kara. Something big. Something big. I want to take what's basically the average tonnage here and just put that in. We'll just put a Severomorsk for now. No, we'll put a Cresta for now. No, Cresta's a cruiser. Don't put that. We'll put a Severomorsk. It could be many. It could be one of many things, but we'll say Severomorsk for now. Severomorsk ships. Severomorsk, not Chinese, Russian. Confidence medium. Unknown. We will put that for now. Severomorsk. Wunderbar. How's Sierra 2 looking? Let's see. Looking like a course change. Looking like a course change to me. Course change that way. Is there not a better straight line solution in this? Doesn't really seem like it. The speed, it doesn't seem like it's the speed. It could be the speed. It may be the speed. This is interesting. It's not really... We'll go with that for now. We might assume a 10 knot on that one. Let's go ahead and see what 10 knots does for us here. 10 knots makes this look all kinds of interesting. Possibly closer, possibly another course change. Could push it out this way more. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Anything's possible with the Lord. It could be heading away. Could be heading away. I don't... Part of me wants the time lapse, part of me doesn't. Oh, hello, we're seeing stuff on here. But we had just changed course, so our toad has to straighten out. Should be worth noting I'm still going 8 knots. 2 hours away. Which is fine. 2 hours 11. It's not bad. There's a little bit of margin. Not as much as I would like, but it's a little bit of margin. 258. He just went into the baffles. And he's going to be in the baffles. Do this. Come left a little bit. I know we just turned. I have to wait for the toad to straighten out again. Sierra 6. Did I not make... I have not made a solution for Sierra 6. Let's go ahead and say you got fishing boat type speed.
Steady on course. 2, 3, 3.
Honestly, you could be doing anything with fishing boat type speed. I thought I put this to 3. Could be doing a lot of anything with fishing boat type speed, but with the signal strength we're seeing, makes you want to say closer. Maybe not that close, but yeah. Could be a fishing boat roughing some pretty heavy seas right now. Christ, the throw clears. The throw clears are real. Do we have ourselves another course change? Or am I just terrible at TMA? That is possible. Hmm. This is curious. Curious case of Benjamin Button. Where is this dude at? 256. 256. Okay, that's pretty strong. We're gonna slow down here to 1/3.
Hell my.
Seeing two contacts here. I think I'm seeing a reciprocal to this dude, I think. And that should kind of straighten itself out a little bit once we head this way. No pun intended. Yeah, this guy... Okay, here, get rid of this 1.5 times speed. That's what's killing me right now. Master 1. Do we have him on... Okay, we do have him on here. 240. Really? 240? No, that has to be something else. This guy's not at 240. 240 is all the way down here. I don't think he's at 240. Let's go ahead and mark. Oh, that's our boy right there, 253. What's this other one then?
Con sonar. I have a new
Okay, well,
contact.
now we have
Bearing
Demon on this guy,
252,
Sierra 1.
designated Sierra
Supposedly
7.
have Demon, Sierra 7. I'm assuming a TPK of 8. 9 knots. Yeah, okay. 9 times. 9 times. 9 knots. What's the score? Nothing to nothing. Who's winning? The Bears. Okay, this is looking good right there. Wow, really close. Slow the hell slow the hell down.
3 knots. Maneuvering on.
Slow the hell down. He seems to be crossing right in front of us here. What is this?
Con sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 242, designated Sierra 8.
Okay, we got around 1500 on that. Let's go ahead and sort by 5th frequency. Expanded selection 1500 in thereabouts. We'll go from 1485 to 1515. I feel like I remember doing this last time. We have Ivan Rogov, Kotlin, L7 DSRV Super Tanker. Super Tanker looking lucrative. No. Xiang Yang Hong, probably not. I probably got again with the cursing. Probably skewered the hell out of that. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a cargo ship of some kind. It seems too big to be any kind of warship around here. Kilo improved. Okay, well, it's 5th frequency. Kind of just like a generic frequency. We're going to go ahead and say classified contact cargo ship. Just it's some kind of merchant man. Some kind of merchant man getting close to us. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we can verify what is this. 1400, we can go back up to our boys right around here and verify what the hell this thing is. What was I getting? 1400. 1400 on our boys. Udaloy. 1400. 1400. Looking like Udaloy. Well, alright. Looking like Udaloy. Looking like our boy here. Our boy is an Udaloy. Confidence high. And we are putzing along. What is our course? Is he crossing really right in front of us here? Course 233. 247. Master, yeah. He's doing this. He's doing it all right. He is doing it to it. Right around there. I am drinking so much water. But yep. CR2, what is CR2 doing? Good to stay on top of that. What is it currently? What does my solution presently say? 9,000 yards, bearing 309. My solution presently says something around here, which does not seem off. Or doesn't seem terribly too bad. Let's try 9 knots for... No, not 9D. 9. Seeming like it's kind of course changey stuff. I don't know. Are we seeing anything up that way? 315. It's possible. Oh, dude, get over here. 315. Oh, yes, we are. Kashin. Wow, strong. Okay. Classify. Kashin. Scusi. Russian. High. Unknown. Let me go ahead and verify that. Let's see what else is around the neighborhood of Kashin. There's stuff here, but nothing's matching it like that. Got ourselves a bona fide Kashin. Kashin. Хорошо. Okay, Master 1. Master 1. Right here. Right in front of us. There's your Kashin. Is that something? Whenever I hear Kashin, I always want to think of like Kashi cereal. Except this one has torpedoes. No, bring it. Why did I put it down to 1,000? Wait. Where the hell is he? Oh, I guess I wasn't seeing him on here. No, he's right there. Oh wow, that's 3 degrees of separation between the toad and the sphere. Oh. I saw a minuscule amount of it. We're going to the sniper button. Oh, I had just seen it, but it's like gone now. Oh, there he is. 4 frequencies right over there. Our Udaloys and our baffles. Let's go ahead and resume waypoint follow at this point. We're going to have to catch up some time at some point here. Maybe getting there kind of close. It's going to take 5 minutes to get them deployed. I did have the possibility of potentially making it in this mission, so if you don't get them off just on time, it kind of penalizes you slightly in a later mission, but I really want this to be kind of like a strict port of subcommand to dangerous waters, just trying to maintain that playability. So I don't think I'm gonna mess with that for now. Master 1. I feel like he should be changing course at some point. Range 4,700, bearing 236. Right on the money. CR6, my friend. My druk. CR6. We had some course changes in here. We're going to go ahead and assume constant course and speed. And that puts you right there. Seems kind of close. Fishing boats are usually pretty loud. But it's possible. Also, something I just remembered I thought about the other day. There's no reason I can't go to periscope depth and take peeks at people. Going 3 knots right now. This isn't a good time to go to periscope depth. But worth noting, it looked like we saw a point of inflection there, closest approach. It seems like it's tailing off up here. Sierra 7, our CR7 is our Udaloy. He's turned back. Master 1. We need to merge that up with CR7. Got a strong master on our boy here. Changed course. He is now doing something else. He may be going back from whence he came, or he may be doing something more like, here, give me a shorter interval. I'm gonna go ahead and say that for now. We're still getting pings from him. We didn't lose ping, so he may have turned that away. If I want to go to periscope depth, I want to do it at 5 knots. Because I don't want to broach the sail or anything like that. This cargo ship is getting close. 08, whatever it is. Possibly that close. Could very well be possible. We're seeing some pretty high bearing rate on that dude. That is rather close. Maybe not that close, but close. Close, but no cigar there, sonny. We should have a very strong classification on what that dude is from here. There's the Oodaloy. For some reason on this civvy, we're only seeing that. We should have him. He will be popping up. Oh, well, where is he over here? Super Tanker Modern. Super Tanker Modern. Well, alright. Confidence high. Neutral. Let's see here. Super Tanker. Old. One word. Looks like, okay, well, looks like it's going to be 7. Let's just see if anything else comes up with super. Nope. TPK 7. TPK 7. 08. 7. Making turns for 15 knots. Well, alright, we got ourselves a winner. Hoo-wee. 15 knots. Alrighty. If we assume constant course. Putting them right about here. Ah, yeah, look at that. Looking nice. There you go. Oodaloy heading back this way. Kashin has turned. Was going left to right. Was going like this, but is now coming back like this. May have turned south. CR2 may have turned south here. Yes, for sure. Has turned some direction. South is looking reasonable as a course change there. Looks like they may be on some kind of little patrol circuit. I'm going to go ahead and speed up to 5 knots here. Master 1. What range are we looking at? 5,700. Come in. Come here, my friend. Up. No, not up there. Let's see. Could we be doing something like... Wow, this solution is rather messy. That sounded weird as shit. I don't know why. That was odd. Master 1, what the hell are you doing? What the hell just happened? I just took damage from what? What the hell just happened here? What is going on? Oh god, I think I'm getting hit with like RBUs or something. Oh god. Oh no, not this again. Ugh. Not this again. Christ. Okay. I will remedy this next time. I'm gonna meet you guys around here, except I'm gonna go further south. Getting too close to these dudes. Alright. So see you guys then. Have a good one. As always, good hunting.